Welcome to the course Optimizing Geometry for Real-Time. In this course, you will learn several ways that 3D content should be optimized in a digital content creation program such as Autodesk 3ds Max before it is imported into an Unreal Engine project as a Datasmith file. We will go over how to properly model 3D content for real-time applications, how best to create 2D images to use as textures in Unreal Engine, and how to identify some common issues that you may experience from unoptimized content. My name is Steve Began, and I am an experienced designer and creative technologist with 5 years experience in Unreal Engine. This course is designed for intermediate to advanced experienced Unreal Engine developers and 3D artists who have experience using 3D files for AEC. Before we get started, make sure that you have installed Unreal Engine version 4.25 or newer and the latest Datasmith exporter, if applicable for your 3D modeling program. In my case, I'll be using 3ds Max 2019. To download the Datasmith exporter plugin, go to the Datasmith page at unrealengine.com, scroll down to Get the Plugins, and choose the program that you will be using and the engine version, in my case 4.25. Launch the installer, and go through the steps to install the exporter. The Datasmith format exporter for 3ds Max is now installed on my PC. We'll use this later on in the course to bring our project into Unreal Engine. There are several factors that need to be considered when we create optimized 3D geometry for Unreal Engine. First and foremost, we need to keep an eye on the total amount of polygons for each 3D mesh that's going to be in our scene. We also need to have proper UV maps for our textures and light maps, and we need correct smoothing for all of our geometry. In this course, we'll start by learning about naming conventions, restrictions, and best practices for naming your various 3D assets, requirements for 3D geometry in Unreal Engine, common 3D model issues that you may find, how to model assets with poly count restrictions in mind, UV mapping, specifically for Unreal Engine, and we'll learn about the Datasmith attributes modifier in 3ds Max, how to export, import, and re-import Datasmith files, and lastly, how and when to use different types of 2D image file types and how to make basic materials in Unreal Engine. Now that we have an understanding of what topics we will cover in this course, we will continue by going over naming conventions for Unreal Engine assets, restrictions, and recommended best practices for naming different types of files.